Hello, Professor Maggot back. Did you know that there was a planet entirely inhabited by predators of all different types and varieties? Did you know that when it snows, my eyes become a light, and the light that you shine can't be seen? Do you want to know how I know? My dinosaur friend told me. Clever girl.
Oh. Again with this crazy fruitcake. I mean, am I right or am I right? Hey guys, welcome to the Trash Picture Show. This is going to be the last video in myself and Dave Maggot's Predator month. Throughout the month of June, myself and Dave have been reviewing all the Predator movies in the Predator franchise, including the AVP flicks. And today I will be looking at the third entry in the standalone Predator series, Predators, released in 2010 and directed by Nimrod Dantal and produced by Robert Rodriguez. This is a fantastic movie that opens the lore of the Predator clans and society so much and has a really good cast. You have Adrian Brody, Alice Braga, Topher Grace, Danny Trejo, Walton Goggins, and you also have Lawrence Fishburne. The story is very different from the other movies. All the Predator movies up until now were all set on Earth. This is not. This is set on a Predator game preserve where the Predators have captured an assortment of mercenaries, soldiers, murderers and psychopaths and plonked them on this planet to hunt, along with a number of other alien species. Now, the Predators in this movie are actually different from the prior movies. These are definitely Hishquarin or Bad Blood. These Yacha warriors are exiles. They aren't part of society. They are bigger, meaner, faster, and they don't adhere to the Yacha laws. They will shoot people in the back. They will use sneaky and unfair tactics to gain their prey, even if it totally spoils the sport of the hunt. They have no issue with this. One theory I have is that these guys have been ejected from Predator society because they are xenozip junkies or fire junkies. If you're a fan of any of the expanded Alien or Predator lore, you will know that there is a substance called royal jelly, which if humans take it, they become stronger, faster and more aggressive. Well, it's quite possible and reasonable to see the Predators who have been handling and around xenomorphs for so long would also have found a way to formulate this substance and use it for themselves. Now, Predators have a very strict code, so to them, I think this would be like using performance-enhancing drugs and would ruin the hunt. So these three guys have been exiled and they haven't taken it well. They seem to be up for hunting even their own kind. You have the crucified Predator, and other Predators have obviously been killed. Once our heroes enter the camp, we see Predator skulls strewn around and the crucified Predator up on the totem. Whereas the prior movies had ADI working on them, K&B effects with the likes of Howard Berger and Alex Kurtzman have taken over, and what you have is some very kind of cool designs, not just with the Predators, but you have other creatures, including the Hellhound, which is the kind of tracker dog that the Flusher Predator uses, and the River Ghost, which is an insectoid-like creature that is hunted by the Super Predators. It's also a nice throwback to what the original Predator was going to look like. The Super Predators themselves, there's three in the clan, like in AVP. Antal wanted to ignore the AVP movies, but he does have a couple of nods to them. For example, the clan is in a set of three, just like the three Predators that turn up at the pyramid. You also have them using the singular blade, just like in AVP. The three Predators include a Flusher, who is in charge of the Hellhounds, the tracker dogs. You have the Falconeer, who is a cybernetic falcon to track down his prey. And you have the Berserker, the leader of the clan, who has a xenomorph jawbone adorning his mask. The cast itself on the human side is pretty awesome. You have Adrian Brody as the mercenary Royce, who he's very ambiguous. He's not a nice guy. He's out to save himself, but he does realize he has to team up with these kind of ragtag assortment of characters. Alice Braga is pretty cool as the Israeli sniper, Isabel, Topher Grace, he's the red herring in the plot, and for some people it pisses them off. It pisses them off. For me, not so much. I think it was interesting to have someone who you didn't expect to be in the cast, but I did see the kind of twist coming. Walton Goggins is fantastic as oh, I forget his character's name, but he's essentially a convict, a death row convict, who's just fucking delighted to have escaped. You also have Lawrence Fishburne, who is kind of this Robinson Crusoe-like character who's been trapped on the game preserve planet for, I think, 10 hunting seasons. Yeah, he plays Ronald Nolan, the air cavalry kind of helicopter pilot who features in a comic story that's a prequel to the movie. By and large, I really like this movie. It's a great kind of adventure throwback to the 80s, especially like, this might sound strange, but even the closing credit fonts felt like something that would have been used in the 80s. The impact blue, and to have Lon Tall Sally as the closing song was pretty awesome. There is so many great things about this movie. There's so many nods to not only Predator but also Aliens. There's lines like if it comes to that, I'll do us both. Or you even have Royce using Arnie's kind of one of Arnie's famous lines from it. Come on, I'm here. Come on, do it now. But yeah, by and large, fantastic cast, fantastic visual effects, and a fantastic adventure, and a nice hark back to sci-fi horror action of the 80s and 90s. I think Nemrod Adtal is a big fan of the series, and it shows it on screen. By and large, I think this is a welcome addition, and if you guys get a chance, check it out. Also, there was released a very cool graphic novel that has a prequel story about the soldier that is found. His name is actually Drake. I think that's another throwback to Aliens, and he ends up teaming up with Nolan to try and incapacitate a predator. The artwork in that story is pretty good. It's pretty cool. It's probably the best artwork in the book, and we find out a bit more about Nolan and how long he's been there and his motivations. There is an actual adaptation of the main movie. The artwork leaves a lot to be desired. It's one of those cases where the artist tries and really captures the look of the actors, and it kind of becomes a detriment. And then there is a kind of sequel story that is set after the movie, and it shows what happens Royce and Isabel, and Royce having to take on a genetically engineered predator that has 4 arms, which I think is a bit of a throwback to the cancelled Kenner action figure. Yeah, it's a pretty cool comic. The art, some of the artwork might put you off, but yeah, it's cool. There's art by Mark Andrenko, Dave Lapham, and Paul Tobin. If you get a chance, definitely check it out. It's a nice addition to the story, and you also get, I think, an origin story for Royce. Kind of like shows how he's kind of an asshole, but his motivation at being an asshole. So yeah, that was the last video in Predator Month. I just want to thank everyone for tuning in, but I really want to thank Dave Maggot, because he is an awesome dude. He's really funny. He's really wicked. Go check out his channel. And yeah, it was just great fun doing it with him. So doing the videos with him. But yeah, if you can, check it out. And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.